me again. I don't know why we have to think about this stuff. And I think it's just people upset that I work for Ross Dress for Less. I've been doing it for almost 6 months now, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's just cool. I was in the dressing room, fitting rooms, and sales floor today, and so I don't know. I like the place, but and so way back in 2021, 22. I had a ton of job interviews, and any place, like, I had the interview and they like offered me the job, and quite a few of the companies got really like upset because of like, they're like, why do you even come to the interview if you're not going to take the job? And I'm just like, first of all, I don't know if I'm going to take the job. The interview goes both ways, and they were like, most of them were like good paying jobs. They had benefits, insurance, they gave you vacation and like breaks and stuff like that. But like, I went in, and some of the working environment, like working conditions, were not that nice, you know. And at that time, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, after I left doing logistics. Or my thing is, yeah. So I'm like, I was like freaking out because like I made my mind up. I'm just like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do for the next like 30 to 50 years, depending on when we can retire. And so I was like processing that, because I was like tears of like finding a new, like, because I got so comfortable. It's not like if you like the job or not, you just get really comfortable in it, because it's what and so so I'm just like, okay, now I have to like go through change that I really don't have to, so I was like dealing with that, and they got upset because I'm just like, they gave me the interview, and stuff, and I'm just like, it goes both ways, and people can change their mind. It's like college. How many times people change their degree in college? A ton, and most of the time when you graduate, if you actually do graduate, you go into something else anyways, and so I had it, and um yeah, I don't know. It's just, people need to test stuff to see if they really like it, and then sometimes you need like a break away from the stuff to see if what you liked or what you thought you liked was something that you actually really did like, because like, I don't know, I feel like stop doing something for a while is good, because it gives you time to process if you like it. And like, my thing is, in my previous video, to get the job, they had to cut off your toes, and toes don't grow back, and like, my thing is, there's so many ways to take that. First of all, they don't have to cut off your toes. They really, really don't. And but the fact that you're willing to cut off your toes to get the job must mean something, like, that must be a. But like, my thing is, like, I will cut off my toes to get this job if I really want the job. But my thing is, deep down inside, I'm hoping my toes won't actually get cut off. It will be like a test, because my toes don't need to be cut off to have the job, But so like me, I'll be like walking in, crossing my fingers, was like, please don't cut off my toes. But if my toes get cut off, I understand the condition of this, if I really wanted the job, And so like, my thing is, like, if you cut your toes off, in my reality, I bleed. So I would need some time away from it. But I would expect to get paid for it, which means it's workman comp, So either way, you're still working for the company you just laid off, and they're paying you for it because they chose to cut off your toes. And then if I get my toes cut off and I'm out of work and they don't pay me, then that company should not exist. You get it? So that was my logic through all this, is people should not be cutting off their toes, or other people should not be cutting off your toes. Yep.